What's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball for a Raw review. Let me tell you, this London crowd was insane, awesome. Kept the vibe going during even the low points of the show. So, good crowd makes a good show. If we start off the show with Bray Wyatt in the middle of the ring for a promo, he's going on about how the people, when he was growing up, said that he was just trash, and he had a teacher that told him that he was evil. But he says he's a conqueror, and at Payback, he will be the last man standing. And Cena's fake, hides behind his plastic smile and all this and that, and he's the hero that stands there while everything around him burns. So this is just great shit. Love the promo, the whole thing. Crowd's really into it. And then Cena's music hits, and we get Bray. He sends out Luke, Harper, and Rowan to the ramp to try to prevent Cena from coming into the ring. They're in there. He's exposed. He's got his back turned. Cena hits him from behind, nails the AA. Rowan and Harper go to jump back in. He scoots out. He's out of there. Then we move on to Cesaro and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman does this whole taker spiel with his client Brock Lesnar, and he adds a little twist to it because this time now he lays down and he plays that he is the Undertaker, and he's now able to get back up. So anyway, he claims that Cesaro will beat Sheamus, and we end up getting this match. Sheamus comes out. We get a pretty damn good match between the two. Exchanges are great. Really good match. Best match Sheamus had in a very long time. But then again, when you're working with Cesaro, that's what you're gonna get. So we get this awesome holy shit spot. You got Sheamus diving off the top turnbuckle for the shoulder hit, and Cesaro just nails him with that fucking uppercut. Holy shit, good stuff. Really, really cool. And then we get a Paul Heyman distraction, so we get a little heel tactics here. And Cesaro, instead of doing the cheap-ass roll-up that everyone does for the pin, he hits a fucking German suplex for the pin. Liked it. It was awesome. Then we move on to Big E versus Ryback in a beat-the-clock challenge for the opportunity for the IC match at Payback against Bad News Barrett. And this match was not that good. Two big guys out there, and they didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Big E ends up hitting the big ending, and he's at 5 minutes 2 seconds. He thinks he's got a good chance here. Then we move on to R-Truth comes out. I guess he's got a match with Fandango. He's got the Funkadactyls. Fandango's got Layla. They hit the ring. Fandango and Layla start making out heavy. And we get Summer Rae's music. She comes out. She's pissed. She's marching at the ring. She comes in, plants one on Fandango. And this causes Layla to fucking lose it. So they go after each other, just screaming and pulling hair. And Fandango pulls Layla out as they're going up the ramp. You could see the question in his eyes, and he doesn't know. Maybe he still loves her. So that's that, quick and easy, done. And Daniel Bryan's music hits, the crowd goes crazy, and out comes Stephanie McMahon with the yeses, because she's just happy because with the outcome of this surgery, it looks like they're going to have to take that belt off Daniel Bryan, and that's best for business for Stephanie McMahon and the whole McMahon family. So she comes out, she tells it like it is, but she says it would be easy to strip him now, but she's going to demand that next week on Raw that he surrenders the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So we'll find out what happens there. Hopefully, maybe the recovery time's quicker like a John Cena, and he can actually be an active champion. So we'll find out how they're going to twist this. And then we get the Union Jacks. We're back in London, so why not? 3MB back as the Union Jacks against Alexander Rusev. And Lana comes out, gets heat as usual. She says that Mother Russia is going to take over the U.S. and even the U.K. So they get quick heat. Easy fucking match done. Rusev just decimates the whole Union Jacks. Puts in the fucking accolade on Heath Slater, and it's done. So, and we're backstage with the Shield, and they're just going on. Roman Reigns got 9 stitches, black eye, and they're just going on about everything you guys done to Evolution. Like, that's all you got? So they're not backing down. They're coming back at them, and they're not afraid. And good stuff. I like it. Del Rio versus RVD. We move on to for another beat the clock challenge. The second one out of 3. And this match looked pretty fucking sloppy, if you ask me. You got RVD goes to do the Rolling Thunder 2 times, but doesn't actually do it, and it was just weird. The chemistry wasn't there. Back at it was Battleground, they had a decent match, but this was just way out of sync, and you could see that they're trying to call their spots out there. It just was not a good match. RVD ends up picking up the victory here, and whatever. So anyway, he gets it at, what was it, 4 minutes, 15 seconds. So he's in the lead, knocking out Big E. Then we're backstage with Cena, and he's going to bring the Usos for his match tonight against Luke Harper because he wants to even the odds. And then we get this weird-ass chant thing he's doing, this bumping his chest and this champion thing that didn't rhyme with any of the beat he was going with. And the Usos are trying to stay on beat, but there was none. It was horrible. It was weird. Just strange. So then we've got Evolution talking backstage some strategy about how they're going to, because everybody's banned ringside, and the first thing they're going to do is take out Rollins out of this whole thing. So, and then Batista says he's ready, so he boogies on out for his match. So we get Seth Rollins versus Batista. Seth Rollins is already in the ring, and then we get Triple H's music. So we're like, what's going on? He comes out and says he's the special guest ring announcer. So, and he's all taped up ready for a fight. And then he takes Randy Orton and makes him the special guest timekeeper. And so this is how we're going to take out Rollins, I guess. But Rollins has a little news for them and says, I have 2 special guest commentators. And he calls out Reigns and Ambrose. So we get a really, really good match between this whole thing. But you knew that we were going to catch some shit with all the guys on the outside of the ring, so we finally do. Although the match isn't called yet. Batista and Seth Rollins are having a pretty damn good match altogether. Batista's really worked on some stuff, so he's looking a little smoother in there. The Evolution gets the upper hand here, and it looks like they're going to go through and finish off Rollins here, but we get Ambrose actually coming in. He slips out of the pedigree, comes in for the save, and Batista's just, oh, you know, discombobulated with the whole thing, and then boom, Roman Reigns spear, and we're going for that triple power bomb, but we get a little distraction. We get Batista out of there, and that's that. But this is a great fucking build for Payback. This, you know, there was some really slow stuff leading up to this, and this really woke me up. Good stuff. I liked it, loved it, awesome. So then we move on to Fox versus Paige, and I thought Fox quit, but apparently not. So she's out there with a match, and might I say, these Divas matches between Fox and Paige are just insanely aggressive. It was a nice, fresh breath of air, and best matches in the Divas division I've seen in years. So definitely cool, but it looked like there was a fuck up at the end. I don't know if this is real, but the ref looked confused as fuck. Everyone looked confused, and he even went to go grab the belt and give it to Alicia Fox, but she, you know, made him put it down, and then she went off on her little crazy whatever the fuck. She steals Lawler's crown, and she's walking up on the barricade and takes somebody's soda and drinks it and then dumps it on her. Strange. It just looked like a confusing mess. I just think that pin wasn't supposed to happen. And but it wasn't for the championship, so just weird shit. Then we got Mark Henry versus Dolph Ziggler in the last beat the clock match, and definitely didn't seem like that Ziggler had any chance in hell here, but he ends up hitting the zigzag at the end, but he's just 3 or 4 seconds too short, and it's RVD going to Payback for the IC strap against Wade Barrett, and RVD comes out, you know, he's really happy, he's cheering with the fans and shit, and then Bad News Barrett comes out, nails him with a fucking bull hammer from behind, he's done, and he's out, and Bad News Barrett is fucking huge with the crowd. He's so over, it's where he's from, and it was great, awesome shit, and he tells them that this bloody Englishman will never lose to a bloody yak. Crowd fucking blew up. Loved it. It was really good shit. And then we have the Rosebuds and Adam Rose. They come out to the ring, and they're going to be interviewed by Renee Young. But Adam Rose took over the interview right away, and he starts interviewing her. And any question she has, he never really had a real answer. So basically, he's just all about fun here, and that's all he wants to do is party. So, and every now and then you have to fight, he says. But we get Zeb Colter and Jack Swagger out to the ring, and Zeb Colter's just going off, and he nothing to do with Swagger. He wants everybody out. He wants a match. Zeb Colter wants a match. The fucking Dutchman wants a match with Adam Rose right now. And so we start separating shit up. Swagger nails a cheap shot on Adam Rose, but quickly Adam Rose is back up after Swagger gets distracted with some of the rosebuds, and Adam Rose gets the best here, and then they go right back to party, and he says that sometimes you have to fight, but now it's time to throw a party. And the crowd loving it. They're fucking huge. They're chanting the song, and later in the evening they continue chanting the song. It's more over than the Fandango track, so good for him. There's always a spot for the comedy stuff, so I guess Santino might just lose his job. It all depends on how good Adam Rose fucking handles himself. Then we go on to the main event. John Cena versus Luke Harper. Cena's got the Usos. Luke Harper's got the Wyatt family. And the crowd is so loud during this match. And Luke Harper the last match they had was just fucking amazing. And crowd is so loud, yelling, John Cena sucks. It was great. It wasn't like the U.S. version, Cena sucks. Yeah, it was great. I liked it, the different one. And, well, we get some crazy, holy shit, fucking Luke Harper fucking nails his Hurricanrana, and then a suicide dive, showing his versatility back when he was Brody Lee. This is good shit, and he's just getting the shit in. So, and then Cena hits some of his signature shit, and we get some of the Wyatts going with the Usos, they outside of the ring, back and forth. But then, the Usos are actually in the ring. Bray Wyatt comes running in. He nails Sister Abigail on both Usos separately, but fast as fuck. Man, he's tightened that position, that move up. It was just sick. Awesome shit. And then, anyway, Cena comes out of that, everybody's out of the ring, goes to put Harper up into the AA, but Rowan comes in, saves him from the AA, and we get the DQ there, which is fine, because we're going to Payback. This is good, and just good shit. And then Bray Wyatt nails Sister Abigail to John Cena. Awesome. Crowd is fucking just so into this. The chants during they start singing. He's got the whole world in his hand. The whole crowd, dude, just back and forth. It was just really good shit. I loved crowd interaction during this entire Raw. It was really good. And then the Wyatts go up to the top of the ramp at the entranceway, and Bray Wyatt nails Sister Abigail at the top of the ramp. And he starts singing. He's got the whole world in his hands, and Luke Harper's counting. And he's not counting fast. He's just counting 1, 2, and he goes through the whole thing while Bray Wyatt's singing. It's awesome. They get to 10. They stand victorious. I love it. And fucking Luke Harper, man, I love the look that he's got. Just it's good. His eyes, man, pulls that character together. It's really good shit. So, what do you guys think of Raw? Man, there was a slow spot that second hour, but the first hour was sick. Then the last hour started to pick up after, obviously into this main event. It was awesome. So, follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brands, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.